obviously going to be stretches where you have to sit in the game. And in the start of the fourth, when you're watching them make that run, what are you seeing maybe you guys weren't doing on the offensive end?
Uh, I think we generated some good looks. We got some good looks there. I think Goody had a couple threes that were open. They made their shots. Keep telling you, it's a make or miss league. And they made 4 threes to start the quarter. They got them going. They got them. They even had fans in here tonight, So it just got everybody going when they hit those shots. And they kind of controlled the game from there. The momentum switched in their favor when they started knocking down threes.
Curious, just games like this in the fourth quarter, just the overall fourth quarter, you guys have had a couple of these where not there. On you guys offensively, do you feel like the looks are good throughout the quarter, or could they be better?
I mean, it can always be better. Everything can always be better, but I still feel like we're generating solid looks. Last 2 games, I feel like we got a lot of threes that felt like it could have went down. But like I said, that's the name of the game. You make some, you miss some.
What did you see from Bradley in his home debut?
Looked great. Looked amazing. Played 31 tonight. I think he on a restriction. I don't know for sure. But you could tell he's ready to just shed all of that and ready to go out there and just bump, So each day will get better for him, and each game will get better. You've seen it tonight.
How has the spacing been for you when you're dealing with some of those post-up doubles and things when he's out there?
It's definitely better for sure. I mean, they're a little bit more cautious when you got somebody like Brad on that backside, and they still gonna bring a couple bodies, but it wasn't an all-out double. It was more so a zone behind me, just in case I made a move and the guy was going. So I still felt like we got good shots out of that. It's been hard to get post-ups this season, but I think we've been getting good offense for our guys on the other side as well from the post-up. So we got to try to utilize that, but we can't make it our whole game.
Obviously, when Booker's out there, it's going to change the whole dynamic anyway, isn't it?
Most definitely. I mean, he makes this thing go. Without him, we can't go where we want to go. So he just puts so much pressure on defenses, and he guards 1 through 4. So we miss him. I can't wait to have him back. I know he's chomping at the bit, but we want to take his time to get healthy.
Katie, we can see you and Nurk kind of in communication throughout the game. Is there a player you played with that you're pulling from when you're developing chemistry with a big like that can pass and play make?
I always go back to Draymond in those situations as a big. The bigs like that make those passes, they make a lot of they thread the needle on a lot of passes, and it's a lot of risky passes involved. So we just getting our chemistry down and when to throw it, and a lot of that stuff is nonverbal communication. Just a look at the eye or cut to the rim, he know what I'm doing, and vice versa. So we getting better at it. I think that's really the hardest part of us, like trying to get that connection without talking on the floor. So we try to connect, as much as we can. He's been throwing me some amazing passes, back doors to get me going, lobs, just making the game simple for me. And but we'll get better at it.
Katie, they seem to move the ball well and get the threes open. Was that the case? Is that what enabled them to do so well in the threes?
Yeah, I mean, they have been shooting the ball well this season. So, it was law averages always come back around. They'll make some. But I think 3 of 4 of them in that fourth quarter was wide open from us, giving it a little bit too much help. I like the intention of trying to help your teammates, but sometimes we overhelped and they was able to give us some threes. And like I said, if you're making shots, then your whole game just feels better. It just looks better when you're making shots, and that's what they did in the fourth.
Out of bounds play where Grayson had the lane and he kicked it to Keita. Do you like that look, or would you rather him try to get that? I know LeBron was down there.
I like both looks. I mean, if you try to shoot it, I wouldn't mind that. If just try to get a quick shot up. I think that was a great play. He got free, got a nice cut, great pass, great decision. We just got to live with the results.
You guys rebounded pretty well tonight, but you had that one sequence there, like 90 seconds left. I think they got 3 offensive rebounds in a row. What happened there? Was it just kind of a scrambling thing where you guys just couldn't come up with the ball in that situation?
Yeah. I mean, they got a long athletic team, and when you're shooting long threes like that, the ball tend to bounce high in the air off the rim. long rebounds. So sometimes it's gonna be tough to get those, but you gotta give them credit. They made plays down the stretch.
Okay, it's really easy
Last
for
one.
you to get inside the paint with like your patented shot, but for some of the other players though that's not as big as you type of thing, is it a little bit harder for you guys to go inside when maybe Nurk is at the 3-point line and he could just lob it over AD to get a quick like cut to the basket type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, we want to give space as much as possible, but we still want to be aggressive going downhill. I think everybody on this team got that skill set in their game where they can, get a guy on their hip and get downhill and make a play. And there's going to be times when Nurk is out on the post and they leaving him open and we got to cut off of him. And so we got to be able to play different ways, to be honest. But, attacking the paint is something that we have to continue to keep doing. And if we want to be a solid team, we got 43 shots in the paint. And then we shot 27 free throws. That's the formula if we want to continue to be a good team.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Let's go.